Brought to you in part by Susan Shoup at Exclusive Realtors, servicing northwest suburbs, west and south Chicagoland, including Will and Kankakee counties. Hey, welcome back to the shop. I'm going to do really quick here the stepper motor deal with a GXP. I already have it out. I wasn't actually going to do a video on it, but I got one more to do. So here it is. I will show how this goes back together, and then it's just reverse to take it apart. It's pretty simple, but it looks pretty scary. But here's where the last one goes here. Been using this soldering gun or soldering kit here with the smallest sized tip. So with the soldering iron, you just gotta make sure you get these holes clear. As you can see, the light through there. To make the new ones going in a lot easier. And what you're gonna look for is these X27s. It was an 8-pack for $25. So basically on the back here, you can see where the other ones are. You see those are the locating pins. And as you can see, there's the new pins. I got to drop some solder in there before I can put it back together. But here's the other ones. So what I used was this on the back side. This helped quite a bit. So you would set the heat on the prong and then set this right there, and then you hit that button and it sucks the solder right out of the hole. And if you can't get it all, you can, if you get like all but one real good, you can just kind of hold heat on there while you pull back on it and it will pop out. So simply enough, you have a big pin and a small pin, plastic here and there, and you're just going to line it up with those. And since I have those holes out far enough, this should just drop right in. You can kind of look behind it, make sure your pins are coming through. They are. And then just push it flat all the way down. So now from here, basically I have them all in. I just have to drop some solder on each of the pins and I can start putting it back together. All right, so I'm no professional solder guy, but for the most part, I got them all. So now I'm gonna just start putting it back together. So to make this easier, like the infotainment part, I took it off. So when I was flipping it back and forth, it wasn't gonna be an issue. It's just a connector that pushes down into here. And now I can put it back. I think this one above it like that. I can go back into this part. So I got that part flipped over, and literally it's nothing holding it. It just sits in there. It's a little sticky in here originally from this from that. I could probably move it over a little bit. You could tell where there was some sticky stuff on the other side of this. And now we're just going to put the black backing back on it. And this just pops on. That should hold everything in place. So with this backing popped on, everything is kind of like stuck where it's supposed to be. And now it's the needles. Now I put little tiny dots on there where they're supposed to sit when they rest. And what you need to do is run the motor till it bottoms out. And I can feel it right there. So you lift it up. I feel resistance right there. So what I want to do is turn it till I get to the little dot that I had set before, and then push it down. You don't want to bottom it out either, or else it's not good. It could drag on this, and then it won't work right. And then you do that with the remaining needles. And if it's like a little past where you want it, you can spin it around back to there, but you can't go this way. All right. So it's just, yeah, I put little faint little dots there. Now, this is just kind of like, this isn't like a show car, so I didn't really mind just those little dots. They're not going to be very noticeable, but I just set all the needles where they go. Now, another way to do, if you don't want to do this, you can put a piece of tape on there, mark the tape, and then you can put these needles where they're supposed to go. But like I said, they'll go this way, but when you push this way, it stops right there. So if you're off on that mark, you can spin it this way around and bring it to where you need it to be. You can't go the other way. Now what's left is to put the front plastic back on it. It just clicks into place. Now, the last thing you got to do here is put these clips back in that keep it, oh, this is what holds it in. So you just put these in around here. And you had to take these out, obviously, in order to take this front cover off. Unless if you're just replacing this in general, no, you could just leave them in there. But as I found out, I got one from eBay, put it in, and it didn't work. Like some of the gauges didn't work. So just to solve that problem, I just decided to do this. It was cheaper anyway, and it'll have all new motors, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I have them all in and tightened up. So literally you just push this back in the dash, turn the key, and see what you got. All right, literally to get this in here, you want it face up, and this would be obviously to get it out. You want it face up like that, and you just roll it up in here, and it plugs itself in the back. I'm going to line it up and push it in. So I got it pushed in. Security lights flashing out, and I just need to turn the key and see where we're at. All right, so we're going to turn this on and see what we got. Get your levels tested at Synergenics. Seems everything's working. No issues there. The temp gauge used to go all the way around, wrap around to the D. Fuel gauge that was erratic, and the speedometer didn't work, so I had to drive it to check that, but I'm sure that's alright. Everything else is working. Okay, so I had the kid take it for a ride, and the speedometer works, everything works, so there's no issues there. So now that car for him 100% operational. But he does have the heads-up display speedometer, but just wanted everything to work on it. So we're happy with that. So please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next one.